Now that we have a general idea of things we can do to files in command prompt, we'll now look at text strings and file search. We can find text and files with two commands, find and find string. Find is this basic search tool, with find string offer us advanced options to find patterns. In terms of file search, we can locate files with the where command. When we talk about file types and file extensions, we're referring to .exe, .html, .docx, etc. These are things that matter in a Windows OS. It dictates how the files are being used and what applications can open a particular type of files. Linux doesn't care about file extensions. They can be there or not. Doesn't matter to the OS. Apple's OS X doesn't even use file extension in general. In command prompt, we can view and set file types and its association to applications with so command. We typically don't have to manually change the association of a file type. Unless the OS, for whatever reason, lost the association or didn't know the file type and or the association. We can compress a file or files to save storage space in the command as compact. Depending on the types of file, the amount of space we can save varies greatly. The command expand can expand a compressed file, but that is mostly for .cap files and Windows Update files, not the files we compress with the compact command. Each file carries with it certain attributes, which are kind of properties or descriptor. And the four main attributes are read-only, system, hidden, and archive. We use the attribute command to view the existing attributes or to change an attribute of a file or files. Each file is set with certain permissions, determining who can read, execute, write or change, or delete a file. The two commands are CACLS and ICACLS. ACL stands for Access Control List, basically who has what access. CACLS, like Xcopy, has been deprecated. When a file is created, it identifies the creator as the owner, but occasionally we might have to change the ownership so we can access the file, and we can use the tick-own command to grant the ownership to ourselves or to the administrators group. The last two commands for Command Prompt Lesson 2 are compare and sort. We use the command fc to compare two files and identify the differences, if there is any. We can sort our results, such as the ones we get from dir, by using the sort command. We can sort it in ascending order or in reverse and descending order. In Command Prompt Lesson 2, we discussed file management, including creating and deleting directories, creating, deleting, moving, copying, and searching files. We also discussed file types, attributes, permissions, tick ownership, compare, and sort. In Command Prompt Lesson 3, we'll discuss various networking tools in Command Prompt and the net command. I hope to see you then.